So what we have is basically and October, November 2022 paper 2 variant 3 question. It's a complete question on irrecoverable debts and provision for doubtful debts. Okay. So let's write it down. This is October, November 2022. Getting it? October, November 2022 and paper 2 variant 3 complete question on irrecoverable debts and the provision for doubtful debts. Okay. So we have NT who started in business on 1st September. So it's the new era of business. Okay. The company is starting a new business. Okay. So NT started in business on 1st September 2020. All sales are on credit and payment is required from customers within 25 days. So this might help at the end in the theory part as well. As we already know that out of the 20 marks, some marks are kept for the theory as well. Okay. So what we have that all sales are on credit. So there are no cash sales. Okay. Everyone with me? There are no cash sales and payment is required from customers within the 25 days. Okay. So that's what we need to understand. So the first statement or first adjustment is on 5th May. So the business, as always, what do we do? That's the starting on September 1st, 2020. So when will the business finish? The year end will be September. It's starting to June, July, August. So August it will finish. Getting it, students? August 31, 2021 will the first year finish. Okay. The first year of trading, this person NT or this company, the business is starting from September 1st, 2020, the trading, and finishing on the first day will finish on August 31st, 2021. So on 5th May, what's happening is on 5th May, LW or trade receivable, he was declared bankrupt. The company or this relative person was declared bankrupt, and a debt of 600 was written off as irrecoverable at that date. So make sure understand the English here as well, the language. That debt of 600 was written off. Okay, it will help us in the later part as well. So the debt of 600 was written off. So in simple, for 3 marks, we have to prepare a journal entry to write off the amount owed. So we have to make a journal entry in the journal of NT by LW. A narrative is required. Okay, so they have put it in bold value. A narrative is required. So you have to explain as well. Everyone with me? So what will happen? Everyone knows that, sir, irrecoverable debts is an expense. So irrecoverable debt will be debit. Getting it? Irrecoverable debt is an expense. So it will be debit by $600, right? And what will be credit by $600? The debtor who is not able to pay because he has declared bankrupt. The customer who is not able to pay, that is LW, will be credit. Okay. Getting it, everyone? Clear? And this was done on 2021. Yes, any questions? 2021 on May 5th. Okay. So make sure write the date as well. 2021, May 5th, irrecoverable debt and expense debit, and the customer, the trade receivable LW will be credit. And then you have to write a narrative as well. So 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, and 1 mark will be for, to get the 3 marks, you have to put it that the amount, the narrative as well. So you can tell that LW was a receivable, a debtor becoming bankrupt. Okay. A LW, a debtor account is being written off. Okay. So you have to explain what you are doing it. So it will be just simply that his account is being written off as irrecoverable due to bankruptcy. Okay. Getting it? Clear, students? You just have to explain in one-liner. Is everyone getting it? Due to the reason of bankruptcy, the debtor LW, his account is being finished off. Okay. Got it? Clear? Understood? No problem? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'll repeat because this question requires 2 years. Okay. So we are dealing in the year of 2020 to 2021 from September to August. Okay. So in addition to the irrecoverable debt of LW, so what we need to understand that in addition to the irrecoverable debt of that customer LW, there are other irrecoverable debts as well. So what we call them, basically we can call this LW a specific debtor he was, and this was the other general debtors. Okay. Other irrecoverable debts and other customers who are not able to pay their dues. Okay. Who are not able to pay their. So other irrecoverable debts of 4,100 were written off during the year ended 31st August 2022. Again, the same thing. That, sir, our year is on the same. So 31st August, we are dealing in the first year. Okay. First year of trading. So other irrecoverable debts were this. And what we have is trade receivables at 31st August 2021 were this much. And they decided to create a provision for doubtful debts of 5% of trade receivables. Okay, getting it? So they are deciding to create a provision for doubtful debts of 5% of trade receivables. So here we go. Moving forward, we have to prepare, as I said, that now in these papers you will have to make extracts only. Okay, not the complete income statement and balance sheet. Are you guys getting it? Statement of financial position. So you have to prepare an extract from the expenses section of NT's income statement. We are the company NT for the year ended 31st August 2021. Students need to understand that this phrase was very important. I hope everyone is getting it, that the business started on 1st September 2020. So it's the start of the trading year. Everyone getting it? It's the start of the trading year. So what will be coming in the income statement expense section? Everyone getting it? What will be coming in the income statement expense section for the irrecoverable debts? You'll be saying that, sir, they will be irrecoverable debts. So there are two types of irrecoverable debts. One is the specific customer, that is LW. Okay. One, we have a specific customer, getting it? That is LW. He owed $600. Okay, students. And the other one is what? The other irrecoverable debts of $4,100 as well. Getting it? Everyone clear? So you just write $4,700 as the irrecoverable debt and make some columns as well. Okay, getting it, guys? Clear, everyone? Understood? Any problem? So you will get 1 mark for this, writing 4,700. Okay, any doubts, anyone? Any question? Now, the problem is, up till now, we have done increase and decrease in provision for doubtful debts, right, students? But the thing is, because this is the first year of trading, so there will be no increase and decrease. Okay, it will be direct, whatever it is. Basically, it will be 0 plus the increase. Okay, everyone getting it? So you will write that there will be the provision for doubtful debts. There will be no increase, decrease in the first year, because this is the first year. पहले $0 provision for doubtful debts था, और अब जो current year का आएगा, हम will find out that value. Okay, so we are going to find out the value for the provision for doubtful debts for this year, that is 31st August 2020, which started the first year of trading on September 1st, 2020. So very important point I'm going to explain. Okay, students, follow very carefully. The mistake that everyone might have done in this paper, or the question, very important. That's why I say that we have to focus on the language here. Both of these irrecoverable debts was written off. Okay, both of these irrecoverable debts were written off. Getting it? 4,100 were written off. So when you have this type of word, that is were written off, was written off, it means that the trade receivables that we have, students, get following, everyone? Follow in the red color. The trade receivables that we have already adjusted it. Okay, because in order to find the provision for doubtful debts, what is the first step? Whatever the receivables you have, whatever the customer data, whatever the receivables you have, student, you have to subtract the irrecoverable debts, right? Whatever the receivables, irrecoverable debt you have to, everyone getting it? You have to subtract the irrecoverable debts. But in this case, we are not going to do it, because this $91,500 already we have subtracted these irrecoverable debts. Everyone getting it? From the 91,500, already these irrecoverable debts are subtracted. Everyone getting it? So that's why it's the net receivables, and you can just simply apply that, sir, because it's the first year. So 91,500 into 5%, we will not be able to get this amount. Okay, everyone getting it? We will not be able to get this amount, sir. So this will be, we are estimating, the NT company is estimating that they might not be able to get 4,575 of the payment from their customers. This is the doubt, that they might not be able to get their dues, they might not be able to get. So this is what you have to do. Just simply 91,505%. Make sure you have to judge from the marks as well, and also from the understanding, because of the word that these were written off already, which means we have already subtracted it from the trade receivables, and this is the end amount. Everyone getting it? Clear? This should be clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll repeat my point. Nobody have to do 91,500 minus 4,700 and then apply 5%. It will be wrong, because already 4,700 of irrecoverable debts are subtracted, sir. Already this amount is subtracted from this. This is the net amount of receivables. And then we are expecting that some 5% of our customers. What this means, hope everyone knows the definition, right? We already know that the 5% means that we are expecting, the NTI is expecting that 5% of the customers will not pay them during the whole year. And that is why this is the amount that we might not be able to cover from our customers. This is the amount that we might have to lose. Okay, everyone got this clear? Got this? Sure. Guys, got it clear? So 2
Yes,
marks,
sir.
we got it. So we got 5
Yes,
marks
sir.
up to now. Next, we have to do, sir, prepare an extract from the assets section of NT's statement of financial position. at 31st August 2021. Okay, so now again for 2 marks we have to make an extract for the assets section now. Okay, so asset section of the current statement of financial position from the balance sheet now. So understand this question is a whole summary of irrecoverable debts and trade receivables. So everyone knows that we will have the current assets section, current assets, we have the trade receivables, right? Everyone getting it? We have the current assets where trade receivables will come in. Everyone with me? So we'll write down trade receivables there. Guys following? Trade receivables, we will find out. So it will be said trade receivables are $91,500. Okay, so trade receivables were 91,500, and you do less the provision for doubtful debts. Okay, so you subtract the provision for doubtful debts from here, that this much amount is expected, that sir we might not be able to get it. So in 2 marks you will get these 2 marks easily as well. Just subtract 4,575, because already the irrecoverable debts, the bad debts are already subtracted from it. Okay, so irrecoverable debts is already subtracted. So make sure show the dollar sign and 2 columns as well. Okay, so here we go. Just make sure make these with pencils as well in the exam. Okay, got it, guys? Clear? Must have to write current assets as well. Okay, just write down. Make sure it might be the marks for this as well. Okay, I have read it couple of in the marking scheme, couple of parts. It's written that you have to, because everyone needs to understand you are not making the complete statement of financial position. You are not making the complete income statement, just making an extract. So if the extract is making, you need to put the correct headings as well. Okay, getting it? So I'm pretty sure that there will be mark for writing current assets as well. Okay, because they are testing the concepts as well, that does the student know that this is basically the trade receivables and provision for doubtful debts will come in the trade receivable section, because they are not testing anywhere the full financial statement, right? Everyone getting it? They are not testing it the full financial statement. So that is what we need to do. Okay, everyone got this clear? Yes, so sir. This will be your answer. Okay, 86,925. Now the next part starts. So we have done 3, 5, 7 marks. So 7 marks was for the previous year. Now more theory. Now we have to make T accounts. Okay, as you can see, we have to make irrecoverable debts, provision for doubtful debts, and this customer account as well. So let's start working on how we'll make this account. Okay, everyone getting it clear? So during the financial year, that's why I'm saying it's a complete question on irrecoverable debts, and it's a good understanding learning for how do you do irrecoverable debts. Okay, everyone got it? So we have during the financial year ended 31st August 2022. During the financial year, now again understanding the year have changed. Okay, previously it was the first year of trading. Now we are in the second year of trading. Just as you read it, you must know that sir, now it is September 1st, 2021. Second year have started, which will end on 31st August 2022, which also must make it clear that now it is not linked with this. Okay, this is finished here. So don't have to worry. In some questions, this is a good thing. If it is not linked with the previous thing, if you lose any marks there, you will not lose marks in the next question parts. You can get these correct as well. Okay, everyone getting it clear? It will be not be linked with the next part. Okay, apart from the provision for doubtful debt. So there is a trade receivable, or we can say that there's a customer, sir. So we have a customer. There is a customer that is PB, a trade receivable, who owed 7,000. It had been declared bankrupt. Okay, so the customer this year also one of the customers' name is PB, maybe a company or somewhere, some customer. So he has also declared bankrupt. And then what we have is basically on 17th July. So understand the importance. During that he was declared bankrupt, but on 17th July 2022. We have the company NT, because we are NT company. Okay, we have started the question with NT. NT received the payment of $2,500 by check. Okay, in final settlement of the debt. So what we call this, there's an AS level term. Okay, they are testing it here, but it doesn't matter. It's called a partial irrecoverable debt. Okay, partial bad debt or partial irrecoverable debt. Getting it, everyone? It simply means that the customer owed us, we need to receive, because we are NT. Okay, whoever solves the question, he becomes that person. We are NT. We have to receive $7,000 from PB, a customer, but because they have become bankrupt, this due to some reasons, financial conditions, problems, they were not able to pay, but we have still received, because of our relationship and our understanding, PB have still paid us $2,500 out of the $7,000. Everyone getting it? So this is called what? Partial irrecoverable debt. Everyone getting it? Guys following? partial irrecoverable debt. Partial irrecoverable debt simply means the word itself suggests that some of the payment we have received and some of the payment will be irrecoverable debts. Getting it clear from the customer who owed us the amount. Everyone with me following, guys? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
The remainder of the debt was written off as irrecoverable. So the remainder of the debt was written off as irrecoverable. Other irrecoverable debts of 8,400. So exactly same question, same way of doing it. There was this LT, the LW trader, and there was other irrecoverable debts. Now again, there are other irrecoverable debts at 31st August at the end of there. The remaining trade receivables were $110,000. And at the end of their NTC decided to maintain the 5% of trade receivables on it. Everyone got it clear? Now, what we have to do, students, is we have to, this time we don't have to write journal entries. So they are testing everything of student, whether student knows the concepts or not. So they are testing you on journal entries as well. And now they are testing you on the accounts as well, that can you make the ledger accounts or not. Okay, so prepare the following ledger accounts for the year ended. Second year we have to make it. Second year of trading we have to make the T accounts. Bring down the balance on 1st September 2022 where appropriate. Okay, so there's a very important term. You have to bring down the balance, which means that you have to show the opening balances where it is appropriate. Okay, which means some of the questions might not have the balance brought down. Okay, so that's what you need to understand on your own. So we have NT ledger accounts. This is NT, me, the company, NT or the sole trader. So NT ledger accounts are there. We are making our customer PB account. Okay, so students need to understand that this is a customer account, which means this is a receivable account, and receivable account is what, and current receivable account is what, students? What is the main heading? That, sir, this will be an asset account. Everyone getting it? So this is an asset account, sir, and it is a permanent account. Assets account are always permanent account. Okay, so definitely this person will have some balance brought down. Okay, it's a current receivable, current asset, customer accounts, which means you are going to say that definitely, sir, this person PB account at the start of the year, we are starting from 2021 September 1st, the second year of trading started, and this customer owed us the balance brought down that we have to receive from him was $7,000. Everyone getting it? We have to receive from the customer PB $7,000. Everyone getting it clear? Guys following? This is account. Okay, balance brought down was there. We have to receive it at the start of the year. We thought at the just imagine that you are at this stage. Okay, we are at this stage. At the start of the year, we have a balance brought down in this account because the customer have to pay us. So we are going to receive it. It's an asset for us. $7,000 we had to receive. But on 17 July 2022, what happened? He paid only $2,500. So what will be the journal entry? Anyone? Journal entry of $2,500. Because we are NT, we are receiving it, sir. So our bank will be debit. तो बैंक अकाउंट में बैंक को डेबिट कर देंगे. यहाँ पर बैंक अकाउंट नहीं बनाना है, तो बैंक अकाउंट में बैंक को डेबिट कर देंगे और कस्टमर को क्रेडिट कर देंगे, right? So this account, because he is the customer, so you will say that, sir, bank account will be credit by $2,500 because we have received it. Everyone getting it? This is transaction date 2022 July 17th. Understood? Let me know everyone got this. This is very important to understand, okay, that we have received $2,500. So bank debit for NT and customer account credit. So customer account, they have paid it. And then you are going to simply close the account by saying that at the end of the year, that is August 31st, sir, he is not paying us. So that will be remaining amount will become irrecoverable debt. Irrecoverable debt, you have to write it down because the customer will be debited. Irrecoverable debt is an expense, right? What was the journal entry? Just now we have done it here. Irrecoverable debt is an expense, so debit. And customer, any customer, यहाँ पर it is LW, वहाँ पर it is PB, okay? Previously it was LW, now previously it was LW, now it is NT, the customer who is declaring bankrupt. So customer account always credit, okay? Customer account will always be credit. So अगर आपको journal entry याद होगी, तो you can easily do it. So just find out the difference, 7,000 minus 2,500. If you remember the journal entry, it will be easy for you to solve, students. Here you go. It will become 4,500. That is irrecoverable debt. And this person account will close. Okay, so there will be no balance brought down because this account is becoming bankrupt. He will not be able to pay. So we will finish the account. So there will be no balance. There will be no balance brought down for the next month. Okay, getting it, everyone? Clear? That's why it's written that where appropriate, you have to make the account. Okay, everyone getting it? Where appropriate, you have to write down the balance. So I'm expecting if this whole is 8 marks, this must be only 2 to 3 marks maximum. Okay, 2 marks. I'm expecting 2 marks only. Okay, this account will be only 2 marks out of the 8 marks. Okay, everyone getting it? Follow this T account, guys, quickly. Everyone got this? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear? Any questions in this? Because next account is irrecoverable debts. Now we have to make the irrecoverable debts. Again, first you must know the nature about the account. Sir, this is a temporary account because it will only come into existence when you have customers who are becoming bankrupt, who are not willing to pay their dues back. Okay. Irrecoverable debts is a customer account. Irrecoverable debt, sorry, is a temporary account, and it's an expense account. So expense account are always temporary, which means 100% there will be no balance brought down coming in this account. 100% is guarantee that there will be no balance coming in this account. Okay. So you will start with, because it is made at the end of the year. So you'll start with that, sir. There were $4,500 irrecoverable debt from this person. This is a specific debt. PB was not able to pay. This is the name of the customer who is not able to pay 4,500. Common sense now that in this account it is becoming credit, so irrecoverable debts may expense debit hoga. So we did that. Okay. And next, sir, we add up the other irrecoverable debts at the end of the year were 8,400. So we'll write down 8,400 other irrecoverable debts as well. So other customers. Okay, you can write down, or other trade receivables. The better word is write down the trade receivables. The other customers combined are not able to pay 8,400. This account is definitely being made at the end of there. So you can just write down 22 August 31st for both dates. Okay, students. Everyone got this clear? So you write down how many irrecoverable debts or trade receivables are who are not paying you. And then in simple, you just transfer this to what? Statement of profit and loss, the new word for it. That you transfer it just to statement of profit loss, the income statement. You will transfer this amount just like we have done for the extract thing. Okay, everyone getting it clear? Again, I'm expecting 2 marks for this account as well. Okay. Everyone got this clear? No problem, no issues. So I'm getting 12,900 for this and 12,900 for this as well. Okay, everyone got this clear? Let me know any questions on this. Must be clear. You write down all the recoverable debts and transfer them to income statement. Okay, no balance brought down coming. Okay, everyone getting it clear? Now, what about this account, provision for doubtful debts? Any questions from this account? I'm moving. This is the last part of numerics. And then we have only 5 marks theory left. Okay, so let me know any questions, anyone on this irrecoverable debts account? Okay. Next thing, what we have is basically, sir, we have to make the provision for doubtful debts account, and provision for doubtful debts account is always contra to the irrecoverable debts account, right? So what will happen, or the trade receivables account? So provision for doubtful debts, every provision account, okay, doesn't matter is it for depreciation, provision for depreciation as well, provision for doubtful debts, they all start with what? Balance brought down on the credit side. These are permanent accounts and they will continue for a long period of time. These are permanent accounts, and so because these are the balance sheet item, the statement of financial position item, so we have to write down. So what is the balance brought down, anyone, at the start of the year? Think about it. We started the year on 2021 September 1st. What will be the balance brought down, anyone? Here your previous concepts will be tested, how much you can retain information. As I mentioned at the start of the question, this is the start of the year. At the end of the year, we have got some provision for doubtful debts. This becomes the closing, but this becomes the next year opening. Okay, this was the ending balance of 31st August 2021, right? 31st August 2021 के बाद क्या होगा? September 1st 2021. So this balance will become, students, the opening balance of the provision for doubtful debts. Everyone getting it? So here is 1 mark for writing this, who remembers it. Okay, a lot of students will not be able to write it because they must have forgot. They must not link it. So this is the only thing that is linking from the previous part. Everyone getting it? Guys, clear? Hello? So we got 4,575 as the balance brought down. And now again, we'll have to apply the provision for doubtful debts at 5% of 110,000. Again, the same concept. Please make sure the examiner can change the clause. Okay, if it was written that irrecoverable debts had to be written off. Are you getting the language? Irrecoverable debts had to be written off. Then you have to subtract it. Okay, I'm giving, although this question is not that difficult, but it can happen कि लिखा होता कि other recoverable debts had to be written off. मतलब अभी तक नहीं करे हैं, ठीक है, अभी तक किसी ने उनको subtract नहीं करा है, getting it? So you have to subtract them. But because in both the statements it is written, they were written off and ये वाला भी जो है, this is the remainder of the debt was written off. So this is clarifying. Okay, you need to read the question very carefully. This is clarifying that from 110,000, sir, already this is subtracted. Everyone getting it clear? The irrecoverable debts are 100%
Yes, sir.
subtracted from this. Okay, so it will be the working, sir. So 110,000 into 5%. You do it quickly, and 110,000 into 5% is what? We got that as $5,500. Okay, $5,500. So let me know, is it an increase or decrease in the provision for doubtful debts? Anyone? Everyone together? Increase or decrease in provision for doubtful debts?
Increase.
Exactly. We
Increase.
were thinking at the start of the year that we might not receive at this. You look at this perspective. At the start of the year, the NT ledger accounts were thinking that they will not receive $4,575. But at the end of the year, now they have an expectation. The estimate is that they might not be able to receive $5,500 from their customers. 5,500 minus 4,575 is 925, sir. This will be called increase in provision for doubtful debts. Increase in provision for doubtful debts must show the working. Okay, so let me show it here only. 5,500 minus 4,575. Okay, and then here it will come, sir, the balance carried down, which will be the next year opening balance. So we got that as 5,500 as well here. So here we go. This one finishes off. This one and this one finishes off. So only this account will have, make sure, that's why I'm saying that this account will have the most marks. Why? Because you will be awarded 1 mark for writing down balance brought down, 100% free guarantee mark. Whoever write this 5,500 on the credit side and write down the date as well, that this will be 2022 September 1st, the next year opening. Okay, everyone getting it clear? Write down this become 2022 August 31st, the end of the year. August 31st, end of the year. Okay, getting it, everyone? Make sure show the workings as well. Working number 1. So working number whole 1. Okay, so make sure show the working in the T account only, so examiner knows. Okay, so this is how you will get 5,500, and this is done. All numerics is done. 15 marks numerics, as 75% of the question will be numerics. But it's not necessary. You can have 60% numerics as well and 50% numerics as well. But those are extreme cases. So what the paper pattern suggests is we can, each question 75% will be theory and 25% will be numerics. Okay, sorry, so 75% will be numerics and 25% will be theory. Okay, understood? Everyone got this clear? Come on,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
got it clear?
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
So we got this done here, 15 marks, and now a very important detailed question for 5 marks that we have to do for the theory. So we have NT, we have the person NT who is concerned. So there is that NT is concerned at the increase in irrecoverable debts during the second year of the business, as we can clearly see that there should be. Okay, increase, you want to increase. Okay, we can see, students, right? Okay, there is an increase in provision for doubtful debts almost by $900. So it's a huge increase. So NT is concerned at the increase in irrecoverable debts during the second year of the business, and to reduce the irrecoverable debts, they are looking to reduce the irrecoverable debts. As we can also see, irrecoverable debts are 12,900 for this year, and the previous year irrecoverable debts was 4,700. The double हो गए, बल्कि double नहीं, triple होगा almost. Everyone getting it? Irrecoverable debts at the start of in the first year of trading. Is everyone getting it? So you must know these figures in your back of the mind when reading the analysis question. Okay, this is not theory, analysis question it is. Okay, because 2 options are given. Everyone got this? Start of the trading year में खाली 4,700 irrecoverable debts थे, but in the second year it goes to 12,900, which is a huge figure. Everyone getting it clear? So they are concerned about the irrecoverable debts. Okay, not the provision for doubtful debts. They are concerned about the, they are concerned about the irrecoverable debts. Getting it, students? So they are concerned about the irrecoverable debts. Is everyone there following? So they are planning to introduce one of the following 2 options. So one of the options will be implemented. You have to advise NT on which option he should introduce. Justify your answer. We have to justify the answer as well. So option number 1 is to charge interest on all debts not paid within his standard terms of payment of 25 days. So आप interest on all debts charge करें, ठीक है जी? And to stop supplies to all customers who do not pay within standard terms of payment. of 25 days. Okay, everyone getting it clear? So which option we have to choose, we have to decide. Okay, everyone there? Guys, can I get response? Everyone following? So let's talk about first option number one. So what do you think? Looking forward for recommendations. Okay, definitely, if you will charge interest on all debt payments within a standard terms of payment of 25 days, it means that customers will pay within due time. Okay, everyone getting it? So we have to write the benefits and the pros of it, the cons of it. Okay, the advantage and the disadvantages, the drawback as well. So maybe charging interest, what will happen? Charging interest on overdue accounts. Okay, in simple words, we are charging interest on overdue accounts. What will happen? Because the problem is that he does all on credit. Okay, that's the main problem. Okay, that shouldn't be the main thing. Okay, I'm a quite believer that it should be both. Okay, you shouldn't deal with only credit transactions. आपके पास दोनों transactions होनी चाहिए. आप cash transactions भी कर रहे हो और credit transactions भी कर रहे हो. ठीक है, तो that's I have a very strong point on this कि cash transaction और credit दोनों होनी चाहिए. बिकॉज आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल ही मैनेज करना होता है, वो फिर इट विल बी अ कंप्लीट डिफरेंट स्टोरी अगर हम वो पढ़ेंगे. तो चार्जिंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन ओवर ड्यू अकाउंट्स, charging interest on overdue accounts might damage might worsen the relationship of customers. ठीक है, with NT. ठीक है, तो आपका कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप माइट डैमेज हो जाए. तो आप डैमेज लिख दें या वर्सन लिख दें, कोई भी प्रॉपर वर्ड आप यूज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, तो चार्जिंग इंटरेस्ट रेट करेंगे तो इट माइट डैमेज द कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप ऑफ कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप विथ NT. ओके, गेटिंग इट गाइस? और कोई पॉइंट्स? एक तो पॉइंट मुझे ये ध्यान में आया तो मैंने लिख दिया. This is one of the point might damage customer relationships. Okay, customers, they might not be willing to pay the interest. Okay, and very important point, customers might switch from NT to another customers might switch. Getting it? Customers might switch to another supplier. Okay, customers might switch to competitors, you can say, कि जो interest charge नहीं कर रहे हैं. Everyone getting it? Customers might switch to competitors because of interest. Customers might switch to competitors, which might lead to reduction in sales. Okay, getting it guys? Which might lead to reduction in the sales. Getting it? Everyone following?
Yes, sir.
Is everyone getting this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This might lead to reduction in the sales. Okay, then what else is possible? The customers might switch to competitors, which might lead to reduction in the sales. And then what we can say? Anyone? Okay, customers might switch to competitors, which might lead to reduction in the sales. What else we can say? इसके benefits क्या होंगे? The benefits might be that customers, they will pay on time. Customers might pay on time as well. Okay, customers might start paying up on time, and the profit will increase definitely. Okay, and getting it? There will be cost as well that we have to manage this. Okay, customers may be encouraged to pay on time to avoid the interest. Customers may pay on time to avoid interest. Okay, getting it? Customers may pay on time to avoid interest, and we also might have to do that. Okay, there might be increase in the administration cost as well. Might be increase in the cost because we'll have to maintain a check and balance as well. Okay, आपको कस्टमर्स को कॉल करने पड़ेंगे, उनको चेकअप कॉल्स देने पड़ेंगे कि आपका 25 डेज के अंदर आपको एक मैनेजर मैनेज करना पड़ेगा. गेटिंग इट? जस्ट गिव मी 1 minute. Is everyone following this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, let's continue. So what will be the other points as well? Okay, customers may pay on time to avoid the interest. And as I mentioned that there might be the administration cost, okay? There might be cost increase for the NT reason because they will have to keep a person who can check in balance and share the statement of account कि आपके balances due हैं अब आप pay करें 25 days complete होने वाले हैं because they're all dealing in credit transactions. Getting it, guys? Clear? Everyone with me following? What about option number 2? Hello, everyone there following? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So you have to write these points. Okay. What about option number 2? Option number 2, if this stop applies to all customers who do not pay within the standard days, if this stop applies, it means again, okay, sales reduction hogi. If you stop supplies, the revenue they might lose revenue. And if they're not supplying the overdue balances, they might not be, they will have to, all customers irrecoverable ho jayenge if they are not supplying. Okay. Same reasons goes for this as well. Option number 2, if you are stopping them supplies, customer will turn to other competitors because market is competitive, right? NT competitors. Relationships might damage if you are not supplying to customers. Getting it? Clear? So some other competitors might offer better terms, right? Getting it? So some other competitors might offer better terms. Okay. So you have to write on both of them, and almost the same reasons are coming for both of the options that you can do. And then 1 mark will be 2 marks for this. Make sure कि this is more than enough. ठीक है, तो आप इसमें से कुछ points deduct करके नीचे वाले में लिख दीजिएगा. ठीक है, you can write some points from removing from here and writing it here. Okay, getting it, guys, so that you save your time as well, and 1 mark for the decision. Okay, so some other competitors might offer better terms. Okay, so suggestions should be might offer better terms. So the decision will be better terms. Okay, and the same damage. So NT, I think that NT should go for, my belief, NT should go for which option they should, because we have to choose from here. Okay, you cannot give any option from yourself. So I think that NT should go for option number 2. Okay, they should stop supplies. The reason is option number 1, already they are not paying their balances. So if we charge them interest, so definitely they will not pay more. Okay, even if we have a 5%, 10% chance of receiving our dues back, if you are charging interest on that, they will definitely never pay. Okay, so NT should go for option 2, because of NT should go for option 2 by keeping a complete check and balance on customers. तो आप basically customers को cash prompt discount payment कर सकते हैं. Cash जो discount allowed होता है, आप cash discount offer करें क्या आप अगर जल्दी pay कर देंगे 15 days में, इस तरह वाले. You can write a lot of recommendations here. Okay, getting it, everyone? NT should go for option 2 so that customers can be retained. Customers can be retained and incentives, and provide incentives to them for clearing their balances and accounts. You can provide incentives to them. जैसे मैंने कहा, incentives का मतलब यहाँ पर क्या है कि उनको cash discount दे ताकि वो अपने balances clear करें, to clear their balances. Got it, students? Clear है? Got it? Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So that's it. We'll continue from here. Make sure you write your own answer as well and check with me. So it's a lot of things you can write, but try to be short, accurate, and 2 points for option 1, 2 points for option 2 with a complete explanation, and 1 mark for the recommendation, which option you should go for. Okay. So we'll continue from here. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye.